Even though it was listed initially as blocking a lane. As we head west on 80 and take that through Fairfield and continue down Vallejo into Richmond and all the way into the Maze. No slowing to be seen. If you hop on the upper deck of the Bay Bridge and continue on 80 West to stay into San Francisco, again, all the earlier problems we had on the Bay Bridge no longer being seen. Everything at the speed limit. If you head south on 101 or 280 out of San Francisco toward the South Bay, just know that mid-peninsula we've had reports of dense fog, so that's something to be aware of. South Bay looking brilliant right now, as is the North Bay, so you're not going to find much out there that slows you down. Your next update, 8:18 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
KCBS Bay Area forecast, starting to see the sunrise out there, but lots of cloud cover over the financial district. That's going to burn off later on today, and we'll have plenty of sunshine throughout the Bay Area. There's a beach hazard statement that's still in effect and will be until Monday evening because of the potential risk of sneaker waves at the coast. Highs will be in the mid to upper 60s along the coast and at the bay, and into the mid to upper 70s in the inland areas. Traffic and weather together on the 8s on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS. KCBS News Time 8:10. Congresswoman Jackie Speer held a town hall meeting in Half Moon Bay yesterday. As KCBS's David Welch reports, it's part of what she's calling her farewell tour.
The afternoon meeting of well over 100 coastside constituents covered topics ranging from local issues to matters of national importance. Congresswoman Speer spent much of the town hall fielding questions from an audience both engaged with the issues at hand and excited to give her a heartfelt farewell.
I feel that I have an obligation to report back to my constituents. I want to instill in them an understanding of what they should expect.
Speer decided against running for re-election in part to spend more time with her family. And after more than 40 years in public office, she's hoping to lend advice to her successor.
I will certainly be there to help them in any way I can.
And when the town hall finished, Speer took time to visit with the supportive crowd.
It really is very heartwarming because we do it out of love of public service, and there's not an expectation that we necessarily be thanked. And frankly, most of the time we're not thanked. We're told what's wrong.
In Half Moon Bay, David Welch, KCBS.
Education Secretary Miguel Cardona is calling the results of the recently released Nation's Report Card heartbreaking. Math scores for 8th graders saw their largest decreases ever, and reading scores fell to levels last seen in 1992. Marty West is a board member at the National Assessment Governing Board. He says COVID-19 is the reason why.
The pandemic has had a devastating impact on students' academic progress nationwide, and that's true not just of the nation as a whole, but nearly every major school system within it.
He says every part of the U.S. saw test scores go down. KCBS News Time 8:12. We're about 3 minutes away from a check on the sports line.
Dan owed an unbelievable amount of money to the IRS.
I got behind on my taxes. It's a horrible feeling.
He was in denial.
And when I got those letters from the IRS, you wanted to act like they didn't exist.
Finally, Dan turned to Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima got me a settlement with the IRS. These people are really people-friendly. It was every bit of a new lease on life for me.
The fast action and the great results made Dan's head spin.
I felt like I was in a dream, but it's real. And I have paperwork to prove it. They got the job done, and life is good.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
If you're worried about what's going to happen with the IRS, stop worrying. Make the call now.
Call 800-298-3904. 800-298-3904. 800-298-3904.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Hi, this is Brian Bakhtiari, Executive Manager of Stevens Creek Subaru. Fall is one of our favorite seasons at Stevens Creek Subaru. With our kids back in school, football back in action, and the weather starting to change, it's a great time to be in the Bay Area. Speaking of change, the all-new refreshed 2023 Outback Legacy and Ascents are here. With updated styling, best-in-class safety ratings, and go-anywhere ability, you owe it to yourself to see what's new at Stevens Creek Subaru. If you need another reason, how about the Bay Area's best cup of coffee? Come and talk to our Subaristas at the Wilderness Cafe. Whether you're looking to buy a new or certified pre-owned Subaru, service your car, or just looking for your new favorite cup of coffee, Stevens Creek Subaru is the Bay Area's preferred destination. We're easy to find on Stevens Creek Boulevard, just off of Winchester, near Santana Row in San Jose, or online at StevensCreekSubaru.com. That's StevensCreekSubaru.com. And remember, buckle up and drive safely.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 85% water, right?
85% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, pass me the intercom thingy.
Attention shoppers! If you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Don't pay for water, pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods.
Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
3 more climbers, 7 loggers.
Ted's sustainably sourced logging company is growing a new branch,
What about truck driver contracts?
which means a new HR manager will be the first hire to fall.
Then we'll need to staff up the warehouse.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Coming up on KCBS.
I'm Megan Goldsby with a researcher's link between feeling sick after your COVID vaccination and a strong antibody response.
8:15, checking the KCBS Sports line. The Astros bounced back to take Game 2 of the World Series, a 5-2 win over the Phillies. The two teams have won a game apiece. Game 3 tomorrow evening. The Warriors lost in overtime to the Hornets, 120-113. The Dubs still on the road. They'll be in Detroit to take on the Pistons this afternoon at 3. And the 49ers are in L.A. to face the Rams at 1:25. More sports now with Joe Hughes.
The Warriors really putting the gold in Golden State as of late. Earlier this week, Forbes released their list of the most valuable NBA franchises, and there's a new team at the top of that list. It's the Golden State Warriors, knocking off the Knicks from the top spot for the first time in 7 years. Forbes says the Warriors are valued at $7 billion and that the team had a reported revenue of $765 million last season, and that was after paying their huge revenue-sharing check. Not too bad when you remember that the Warriors were bought just 12 years ago for $450 million, but they say you got to spend money to make money. The Warriors definitely are spending money. They may have to spend about $450 million to keep this core together. From the sports desk, Joe Hughes, KCBS.
And paid for by the Sentinel Group.
Attention, this is an important message for anyone that has been diagnosed with cancer after using such products as Johnson & Johnson baby powder and shower to shower. Recent media studies have shown that use of talcum powder can cause ovarian cancer. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with ovarian cancer after using these products, then you may be entitled to significant compensation. In July 2018, a jury awarded $4.7 billion to 22 women whose ovarian cancer was linked to Johnson & Johnson's talcum-based products. Don't wait another day to see if you're eligible. Call us at 800-761-5875. That's 800-761-5875. Our network of attorneys are ready to fight for you, and you'll pay nothing unless there is a recovery in your favor. Time restrictions may apply. So call now, 800-761-5875. That's 800-761-5875. Again, 800-761-5875.
Running out of hot water? Might be time for a new water heater. Visit waterheatersonly.com. Quick 5-star rated service, friendly local technicians, low prices, and 0% deferred interest financing. Visit waterheatersonly.com. Terms and conditions apply.
We don't take a break from what we do. We cover the news around the clock. I'm poking my head outside right now. Honestly, not seeing too many people walking around at the moment. We are the only news station broadcasting live from the Bay Area every hour of the day, every day of the week. So folks are still more or less going about their day, but definitely a lot of rattling right there. It's one more reason why we're the Bay Area's #1 news station. All news, all the time, right here on KCBS.
Things still calm out there on the roads, Ted?
Yeah, for the most part, we are not looking at any big slowdowns, any big issues. Things are being, just overall agreeable. But as always, if you do see something out there, let us know on the KCBS phone force, 415-391-5227. That's 415-391-KCBS. You can also get us on Twitter at KCBS AM/FM Traffic. But yeah, everything looking really, really good right now. Let's look around the East Bay. You can